Hello.
We're Rhett and Link. We wanted to show you how we created our
I need to mute this.
Our amazing new website with Wix. Now we know that having a great website,
except I don't see it. I do not see the thing that lets me mute the window. How is everybody? Before I start, I do want to say that I am not going to be able, because of the holiday, I'm not going to be able to reply to comments afterwards. I will put the little heart. I will put the little heart, though, that lets you guys know that I read the comments. But, yeah, so I hope that'll be good. Okay, so I've got that in. There you guys are. Oh, hi, Kristen. Hi, Dolores, Mary, and Susie Q, and Deborah. How are you, ladies? So I'm so anxious to talk to you and find out what you guys got for Christmas. I am getting tired. Did you guys see what happened to me at the TJ Maxx yesterday? I took a little spill. But I think I already said all that on my Instagram and Snapchat today about how I went back in there and told hi Kim, and told the manager all about it. You know, I'm feeling a little sore. But you know, I mean, some people may have sued them, so I thought that they should know, you know, get that stuff off the rollers. Anyway, Kristen says, anyone feel like they need a vacation from their vacation? Because I do. Well, Kristen, I would imagine, because my gosh, I don't know anybody. You're quite the little Energizer bunny. Yeah, I'm okay, Kristen. I'm just kind of sore, you know. I mean, I don't know if you saw what happened or not, but my hair is really bad. Susie Q says, I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Have you been bad? Have you been bad, Gigi? I went into the TJ Maxx yesterday, and there were these two platforms that they put together, and then there were chairs on top of them. I mean, who buys a chair without sitting in it first? And I sat on an office chair with rollers on it, and the platform that they were sitting on, they went like this and separated, and chairs, including me, went to the floor. So I'm sure that's on their footage. But anyway, I went back over there today, and thank you, Judy. How are you? I went back over there today and made sure that they knew about it, because, you know, what if somebody older than me or went over there, and of course I was all like, this probably means nothing to nobody who isn't a Hoosier. But there was this guy on the news, and he would say, Bob Gregory says it's cold outside, and it was a little kid that was wrapped up in this. These lights are all wonky. You can't see me, can you? You're getting all kinds of reflections off something. Bob Gregory says it's cold outside. He's in this coat, you know, like so bundled up that he can't even move. That's how I was on the floor. Hi, Joanne. Joanne says that she was at the TJ Maxx today, and the place was a mess. Yeah. Yeah. Did you see a whole bunch of nutcracker guys too? There was a bunch of them there, and at the old pottery place. I was thinking about Tika when I saw them. Tika's little nutcrackers are over here. I'm trying to find my list. Oh, okay. So anyway, we're also going to talk about how I got a question from somebody wanted to know, how do you install Bitmoji? So in a little bit, maybe we'll talk about that. If there's anybody else in the room that wants to know how you install the Bitmojis that you see a lot of us doing, I don't know if you even know what those are. You know what the Bitmojis are, right? They're like these little characters, you know. Oh, look at that one. Okay, so like somebody asked how you get those. So I was going to show you how you get them for anybody who wanted to know. But before we do that, let's get on here and do what we were supposed to do. So what did you guys get did you guys get something from Santa? I got a little bit. I asked for cash-ola. That's what I asked for from everybody. I said I want cash because it's funny because I wanted the cash to either get, because Beautylish doesn't have gift certificates. And what I wanted was to get either the Wayne Goss eye brush set, or been stalking the Natasha Denona Sunset palette or the Star palette, either one, since I got the Lila palette. I don't know if it's Lila or Lila. Kristen said, oh, Mary Reed says, money. Yeah, money, honey. Money, honey. Kristen says, nope, but I never do. We just do gifts for the kids. Hey, there's Michelle. Hi, Michelle, Cinnamon Girl Beauty. She says, hey, doll, can't stay long, but I wanted to show you some love and support and say hi. Well, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And Bella's here. Hi, girls. Yes. So anyway, when it came right down to it, with cash in hand, I went to Beautylish and I was going to buy the Wayne Goss brushes. And I looked at the brushes and I thought, what is there, 5? How many brushes is in the eye set, Kristen? Is it 5? And I thought, you know what? I have Wayne Goss brushes here that I don't use. And the reason is because, and it's not that they're not good. I love my Wayne Goss brushes. And I love my Tom Ford. But here's the thing. More often than not, Kristen says 6, maybe 5. Okay. More often than not, though, what I do is grab my Zoevas or my Sephoras or my Beauty Junkies or my Makeup Geek, go on and on. The point is that on the daily, I'm reaching for a brush that isn't one of the expensive brushes. And I know that the reason is because I don't want to wear out the good brush, right? Like my Tom Ford here. I mean, I used it today, but what normally happens is, see, now I've already lost it in there. There it is, because I keep the guard on it like this. So it's dirty. But what I do is I'll take it on a huggy wipe when I'm done, and I just kind of do this, and then I will leave this down like that. And then I'll use it again for about a week, and then I'll wash the brush. Okay, that's a lie. I'll probably wash it every 2 weeks. I don't wash this brush very often, or my Wayne Goss brushes, because they are such high quality, expensive brushes. I don't want to ruin them. And like this one was a gift. So, you know, if it ever came down to me purchasing this brush on my own, I'm not going to do that. But it was a gift. I think you guys already know I told you that Kristen gave it to me. It's a good brush. It won't wear out. Ever, if I washed it every day, could I wash this brush every day, Kristen? And it never wear out? I'm so scared it will, you know. And this one, hi Trish, this one here means a lot because, you know, this was a gift to me from somebody I love very much. Kristen bought me this brush for my birthday last year. I don't want to wear this brush out. So anyway, the point is, Cinnamon Girl Beauty, or Michelle says, yeah, but you should be able to use your good quality brushes all the time. They should last longer. You know what? They probably will. But, and Kristen says, well, not every day, lady. Don't be crazy. But I don't think anything about like this Zoeva brush. I don't think anything about using this and then taking it right in there and washing it. And, you know, so what? It didn't cost that much. It's like an $11 brush. It didn't cost very much money. So whatever. So anyway, what I did was, after him hauling around over and over, I ended up purchasing the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush set instead, because one, I want that box, which I know you can buy that box for $20, but I want that box that they all come in. But there was just a lot more of them, and the Morphe brushes that I have, I use and like. So I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do instead. So I pulled the trigger on that one. And then let's see who else is in here that I'm missing. Susie K. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Yes, it's very soon. You know what? I would do this on New Year's, but we have a tradition. We do a Monopoly tournament on New Year's Eve. So with the fam, ugh, that's looking bad on that cup, ain't it? Here's my lip kit. Okay, so Kristen says, I actually think it's a good set. I am about to review it. Now, that was another thing I wanted to see was, Kristen, so it is the Jaclyn Hill set that you got from Morphe. I knew you had a bunch of brushes from Morphe, but I didn't know if it was the Jaclyn Hill set. So, you know, I mean, I thought, okay, Morphe came out with a really excellent palette with Jaclyn Hill that sort of knocked my socks off, surprised me. And I thought, okay, now I know that I probably come off as a snob a lot, and I don't mean this to sound snobby, but I think that the bigger YouTubers have put people like me in a position to have feelings of not like Morphe, okay? Because, you know, you're like, I know that they don't sell out when, I feel like they don't sell out when they say they're sold out. I feel like it's just a ploy, but it's smart business. So, you know, I don't know. I think that I just had this feeling that I didn't like Morphe because of the affiliates with some of the bigger YouTubers. Okay, so thank you, Mary. She's telling everyone in the room to give me thumbs up. So if you're watching this afterwards, that's really important for my engagement. So please, yes, give me a thumbs up, even if you don't like what I'm saying about Morphe right now. Because I've said this before, and I've caught, my hair is distracting me. It looks awful. So I think that's what it is. So then if you go into something with the expectation that you're really not going to like it, and then it turns out to be a good thing, you're really surprised, right? Trish says, whose code to use? Yeah, exactly. I always use Jaclyn's because I remember it. It's Jack Attack. So that's the one I use. But hi, Linda. So anyway, when I got the Jaclyn Morphe palette this year, I was kind of expecting it to be kind of subpar, not the greatest shadows, but, you know, they would be okay. Probably wouldn't last all day and this and that. So I really got surprised when that palette turned out to be a really good palette. So that's taking the long road here to tell you that's kind of what I was thinking when I purchased this brush set. Is I'm hoping that it's going to surprise me and be as good as the Morphe shadows that she put out were. So anyway, so Kristen says that she's going to do a review soon on it, and I guess we'll get her feelings on that too. I knew she was doing something with Morphe brushes, and if Kristen Gaines says they're good brushes, then, I mean, the woman knows good brushes, so game on. Hi, Betty. How are you? So how many of us are there in here? I need to take a look and see. And I've got 18 thumbs ups, it looks like. Anyway, so that was one thing that I bought. And I did. I went back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, I need to get the Wayne Goss, because that's what I keep telling everybody that I want, is the Wayne Goss brushes. But then I looked at how many I would get and probably use on the daily with the other, and I ended up getting that. So that was one thing that I got. Has anybody given up what they got? Let me just scroll up here for a minute and see if anybody's named off anything they got. Kristen did say that she thinks it's a good set, in addition to the fact that she's going to review it soon. So I'm looking forward to that review. I know Kristen is very fair in what she has to say. And if she says it, you can take it as gospel. So, yeah. Nope, doesn't look like anybody else is saying except for money. So, oh, Deborah Sater got perfume. What kind of perfume did you get? And do you like it? I just got through with a little sample of one of the Juicy Couture samples, and I really liked that perfume. Oh, you're welcome, Kristen. I love you so much. Kim Rowland got a new laptop. Yes, rock on. And Susie Q, what did you get? What did you get a bunch of? And oh, an iPad Pro. Yes, Armani code. What? Deborah, wait a minute. Let me. Oh, she got the perfume Armani code. Oh, is that what does that smell like? Like, is it citrusy, woodsy? Like, you can describe scents very well. Linda says you have to try Victoria's Secret Rapture, my favorite cologne next to Obsession. There, I will go smell that one. The one that's got me so woo this year from Victoria's Secret is just simply called Love. I've always wore Bombshell from them, but I smelled Love, and I really like that one. Dolores got a new camera. Really? Oh, awesome. And Joanne says, I got my favorite perfume, Ralph Lauren Romance. These are good things that I need to go and smell and see. Camera, new camera for cameraman. Yes. Well, you know what? Your camera work on your channel, which, by the way, Dolores's channel is the Baking Diva. And cameraman is her husband, and he films her while she does her thing in the kitchen. So I thought that your film quality was good to begin with. So I can't wait. Did you get it to get better quality, or did you get it because you want to do like 2 different angles at the same time, or both? Let's see. Yes, Susie Q says, I call her Gigi. I call Susie Q Gigi stands for Glitzy Granny, because she's a glitzy granny. So if you hear me call her Gigi, that's who I'm talking about, Susie Q. Kelly Girl says, I got Diet Coke and 3 pairs of the cutest socks ever. I love them. Well, let me see them. I don't believe you. Let me see. Gigi says, we open gifts tomorrow. It's our party. Me and Hubs didn't buy for each other. We've had those Christmases a lot, Gigi, because I'm sure you know that when your kids are little, it takes all you got to make sure that the kids get a good Christmas. So I'm sure that I understand that. Oh, and I did not know that Dolores says from the Baking Diva that she's been filming on her phone. Well, you know what? I started out filming with my phone too. So, and it was a pain because it only had 16 gigabytes of storage on it, which I'm sure you know went like that. So I would get 5 minutes into a video, then I'd have to go dump things and come back and try and remember where was I again. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I hopped myself over to the Wet n Wild website and picked up all their new line, because I'm dying to know about, okay, I shouldn't say all. I was going to get all of the eyeshadow palettes, because I don't know how many of you know it, but I have a bet going with Shauna D. You guys know Shauna? She's from The Love of Makeup. And somehow I roped myself into this no buy with her, except she said, and Jody from the Fritzy family, she's going to do this also. But Shauna roped herself into no buy. No buy. I mean, now if she runs out of like a setting spray or something, but definitely no eyeshadow palettes, and she's going to buy nothing, no new makeup in 2018. Okay, I don't know how many of you know her, but that should be interesting. Now, I agreed that I would buy no more eyeshadow in 2018. That's going to be hard. So I wanted to make sure that I got any eyeshadows that I know I may want to do, you know, buy or whatever, done before January 1, because it's $100 bet. So whoever falls off the wagon and buys something owes the other one $100. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, I run out of Wet n Wild Brulee and I lose $100 bet over a 99-cent eyeshadow? Okay, so Bella from Beauty on a Budget says, I got the Urban Decay palette, the square one with the pretty top. Troublemaker? Is that the one that Kristen just got that has the split pan in the middle of with the black and the white? That surprised me that she even got because of that. I forget what that thing's called. Is that the one that you got? It's got, like, in the middle, it's got a black and white split pan. I don't remember what that thing's called. And she got Marc Jacobs Daisy. Yes, I love that perfume so much. I got my mother hooked on that perfume. She loves that perfume. It's a gorgeous smelling perfume. Now, wasn't Daisy the flagship for him? I don't know. I might be wrong on that. Gigi says, I told you, send me money. I'll buy it for you. Okay, so Gigi's got this all figured out, right? I'm not going to have to worry. Shauna, if you're watching, turn it off. Just mute it, okay? You won't hear this. Gigi's got this all figured out. I'm going to send her money, and she's going to buy the palettes instead of me. That way I don't, we are not doing that, okay? No cheating. Kristen says, troublemaker, and that split pan is driving me bonkers. I bet. That was the first thing I thought when I saw that palette and I saw that split pan. I thought, oh, that'll just drive Kristen crazy. She'll never get that. And then I saw her on an Instagram live stream with that palette. Gigi says, I'll send you some. I got plenty of creme brulee. Well, no, you keep your creme brulee, doll. I got a whole bunch of that too. So, because I thought that I heard this rumor, it may have been last year, that they weren't going to make creme brulee anymore. And so I ran to the Walgreens and bought up everything they have. So, and that wasn't the case. So I guess they have reformulated their eyeshadow palettes. So now I was talking with Michelle from Cinnamon Girl Beauty. I was talking with her, and she picked them up at the drugstore. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this or not. She might be going to do a review, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Are you still in there, Michelle? Let me know if I'm allowed to tell anybody about the Wet n Wild shadows. So Deborah says, or Linda says, I got a square Urban Decay from Ulta's 24 Days of Beauty. It's Naked Basics. That's always a good one to have. And you can take that with you anywhere. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for being the cheerleader. Deborah says Armani Code Cashmere is an oriental floral, and it's divine. Orange Blossom and Jasmine. She's looking it up on the website. So, so Gigi says, well, heck, send me one. Yeah, I've got plenty of creme brulee from Wet n Wild. They're easy to go through. If you use them for, to lay down as a base shade before you start, you can go through them pretty quick. And Bella says, I want the new Wet n Wild palette. They are revamped the Comfort Zone. Correct. Okay, so somewhere along the line, I've got to smear out my blush here. Somewhere along the line, I have gotten rid of, passed them on to my girls, something with the big pans. How many were in there? 8? Yeah, 8. They were 8 pans. Okay, so I don't have Comfort Zone or any of the pedal pushers, or I had a couple of them. I don't have those anymore. So I can't compare the formula. What I've been hearing, though, is that the formula, you can't really tell. It's changed so much. I guess they just added 2 transition shades to it, maybe. So in any case, I got 3. Paulette says, hi, Mary. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, Paulette, you're fine, honey. Don't worry. Bella says, I want the, okay, I already read that. Sorry. So anyway, I picked up 3. I got the one that looks like the Modern Renaissance. Because I want to see just how close it is to the Modern Renaissance. And I picked up 2 more of those. And then I got their new mascara, the cushion foundation, everything that was on their page that's new. I got it so I could do a get ready with me with those products and tell you my feelings on the new Wet n Wild stuff. And I'm hoping that the cushion foundation isn't going to smell like the Photo Focus, because I mean, I've heard such great things about that foundation, and I can't even get it on my face long enough to try it because the smell of it, it smells like paint to me, which gives me an instant migraine. So hopefully this won't have that. Kristen says, I will send you mine if you would like to compare. I never use them. Oh yeah, that'd be good because, well, if you want, then I would know whether or not the formula has actually changed on it. I don't remember which one. I got 3, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily matter if they were the same palette or not, because we could tell from the formula, you know, how they went on, which I was very intrigued by because Wet n Wild's formula was pretty darn good to begin with. So how did they improve that? Oh, that's so sweet of you, Kristen. You're always so busy, and I don't know how you keep up with your life. I really don't. Hey, Melinda. She says, hello and happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too, Melinda. I'm so glad to see all you guys. So how many people have their trees and decorations down? As you can see, we still got everything up here. And thank you again to everybody for all of the nice cards and presents and gift cards. And thank you so much for all of that stuff. You just don't even know how much, Kristen, we ate the last of the toffee. I was eating 1 piece of toffee per day. And let me tell you how hard that was. I mean, I would take it and take a bite, nibble on it, and then put it down, and then come back to it in a little bit and take a bite. And I did this. I managed to only eat 1 piece per day. So finished that off yesterday. Susie Q says that the Photo Focus is good, but it smells like DuPont paint. Exactly. And the smell of paint gives me an instant headache. Bella says Photo Focus foundation shows up every line on your face. See, now that's what I'm afraid this darn the cushion foundation. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen to me, because I've already had somebody tell me that it does that to them. But if it works, it will be the cheapest cushion foundation because it's $8.99, I think. I think it's the cheapest one. Kristen says, keep moving, just keep moving in the Tory voice. That's right. Just keep moving, just keep moving. That's what you have to do. I don't know. I got up today and saw that Kristen did another live stream on Instagram. I can't get to these to save my life because she's like up and running and fixed the world before I ever even get out of bed in the morning. So I'm just determined it's not going to happen. Linda says, we are in a deep freeze in Kentucky, so I don't know when my outside decorations will come down. Yeah, I think I just saw we got 2 inches tonight of snow, and it's cold. I don't know how cold. Hey, Siri, what is the temperature outside?
It's 19 degrees outside.
19. It's 19 degrees outside right now, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I don't like it when it gets sub-weather, when you go outside and you like breathe through your nose and it's like all of your nose hairs become icicles that could bust off. Too much? Okay, yeah, Kristen. Yeah, it gets really cold where Kristen is. Gigi says, I gained 8 pounds the last couple of weeks. Oh no, that makes you feel, when I gain weight, I get really depressed. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to put on my clothes. I don't, well, let me clarify. I want to wear my fat pants around. You know, I don't want to put on like my jeans or anything with a zipper. Can't deal with the muffin top. Well, hello there. UpsChick712 says, so cold here too. I feel like I should know what your real name is. And Dolores wants to know, has anyone watched Kristen's Vlogmas? I loved watching it. I didn't watch Vlogmas this year. It was just too much. And I feel like if I'm going to watch one, I should watch them all. So, and there just wasn't time. So no, I wasn't watching vlog. Whoa, hold on, Deborah. Where are you at? -30. She has to be in Canada, right? Oh my gosh, my friends in Canada, I can't believe I never complained. Yes, cold in Canada. I never complained about the cold anymore after my friends in Canada got done with me. I'm like, what? that is cold. Yeah, Gigi says that's what she's got on is joggers. Yeah, around this time of year. And you know what? I just gave up on Christmas this year. I just wore a flannel shirt. I thought, you know what? I get all dressed up. We go over there. We eat till I'm about ready to get sick. And then we change into our stretchy pants. So this year I'm just going to wear the stretchy pants over there. So that's what I did. I wore leggings, my black leggings, and I wore a flannel shirt. That's how I went to Christmas. Oh my goodness. Lord says, hi, Lord. She says, hi, Mary. It's 59 degrees. Oh, you ain't right, girl. That's just not nice. No, no. Yeah, burr, 59 degrees. Yeah. Bella says, I've gained weight too. It's coming off for sure. When I get on my scales, they say one at a time, please. And in New Jersey, Dolores says it's 12 degrees. Oh my goodness, we're in for it for sure, I know. Okay, so then the next thing that I got was, let's see. Oh, what is this? My tracking for something. Oh, that's jewelry for the jewelry store. By the way, don't forget, Glitzy Fritzy is about to restock the Melissas and the Melistons and the Trishas. So don't forget, I have jewelry that you can buy. Let's see, what else did I get? Okay, so then I ordered from Sephora. I put in an order and I got the Ciate, is that how you say it? Ciate London Chloe Morello's. It was in the sale thing, you know, when they were having the extra, I think, was it 20% off sale stuff? And that was in there, and it's got the palette, the eyeliner, I think a mascara. I got that. I'm sure you guys saw it in there. I finally pulled the trigger on the Viseart Neutral Mattes because I have the Theory palettes, but I don't have any of the big $80 palettes. I had one. It was the Bridal, and I sold it because I didn't like it. And that was before any of the Theory palettes ever came out. And it made me think that I didn't want Viseart. The Theory palettes changed my mind on that. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get the neutral mattes, and if I like that, then next year I will get one of the other ones. I really want the dark matte, and I want the warm mattes, and the dark mattes. And then I bought the neutral. So those were the three that I wanted. Of course, there's no way that I'll be able to buy that before Christmas or before the new year hits. So I'll have to wait till 2019 to get any of the other ones. And then I also bought the Lancome brush that is for your eyebrows. It's like a house shape to it. It looks like a really interesting brush. And is that it? For now, I've still got the Natasha Denona palette sitting in the cart. And I'm going, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? So, and I bought a couple of palettes from Hush, Bad Habit palettes, because I want to see. I heard everybody talking about this, and I wanted to know. I mean, the videos I've seen, they've not had the other one to compare it to. So I got a couple of them so I can see. So one of them was the dupe for the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I want to see. Does it do as good as, I know it ain't going to do as good, but will you be able to tell looking at me which eye is which? So that video will be coming up. And the one for the Naked Heat. So yeah. Those are coming up. Let me catch up with what happened with the room while I was looking in my emails. Wait a minute, Kristen. Okay, now remember, Lords was the one who was saying it was so cold in Florida at 59 degrees. And so Kristen said that she used to like her. That's funny. Susie says, y'all need to come visit me and thaw out. Kristen says, oh, right, Christmas, LOL, get us back on track. It's 9 degrees in Long Island, according to Joanne. And Deborah says, Kristen, it is Celsius, but overnight it will hit -40 with wind chill. Oh, oh my goodness, that's awful. That is actually more than I could take. I mean, does your car even work at that point? Hi, Meredith. How are you? She says, hi, sweetie. I received a huge drone with a camera on it. Really? Hope I do not lose it in a body of water or something. That I hope you don't. Oh, my goodness. That would be terrible. That is really interesting. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to spy on your neighbors? Don't admit that here. Linda thinks that Meredith's gift is really cool. That is really cool. And it's 101. Elizabeth says it's 101 in Sydney, Australia. Wow. 100, oh no, 108. I can't read. Oh, this is going too fast. Let me see here. My local library had a, okay, hang on. Linda says, oh, my local library had a holiday murder mystery and I got tickets. Oh, cool. I've always wanted to go to one of those. Me and my 5 cousins went and and she ended up being the victim. I've always wanted to go to one of those. That would be fun. Hi there, Marge. How are you? She said, I just walked in from the holiday dinner with our kids. Forgot you were here tonight. Well, I hope that went really good. I'm sure it probably did. Kristen said, yep, cars do work, believe it or not. Mine wouldn't. You can just bet mine wouldn't work. The room is jumping. Let's see. That sounds like a hoot. I'm going to start a YouTube. Meredith says she's going to start a YouTube channel. Well, you go, girl. I think that would be fabulous. Kelly Girl says, yes, it does smell like paint. So she's obviously talking about the Wet n Wild Foundation. Marge says, get? We're supposed to get stuff? No, small gifts from each other on my 2 kids. That's it. That's fine. Just glad to get. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, you know what? Actually, it feels so good to give a gift, doesn't it? It feels so wonderful to be able to give somebody something. And that makes your heart feel so good inside. Then let's see. Oh, so anyway, that left me with money left over that I think if I don't end up spending before the end of the year, I'm just going to hold it and dole out during the year, except for eyeshadow, which is kind of hurting me here because I'm thinking ahead and thinking I wanted to do like a makeup revolution, get ready with me for my international friends. But I have to anticipate that ahead of time because I can't buy eyeshadow. What is a look without eyeshadow? All right. Linda says, Sherry. Oh, is Sherry here? Wait, I didn't see. Let me scroll up. Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Didn't see you come in. It says it's a high of 77 in Arizona. Well, I just love to hear that because that's absolute perfect weather. Marge prefers to get instead of, or yeah, that was appreciated, right? Marge says, yes, I prefer to give than get. Marge prefers to get. I read that wrong. She says, Linda says, Sherry, we should meet. I'll come and visit and stay till April. Absolutely. That'd be wonderful. Anybody know a good moisturizer? Deborah wants to know. So she's asking the room, but Kristen's going to scooch. Says, you guys have a good rest of your night. Bye, Kristen. Thanks for coming. I hope you'll have a great weekend. You know, there is a moisturizer that I've actually been looking at. Because if I don't get the Natasha Denona palette, Sunset palette, there are a few other things that I could get. And one of them is a Tata Harper clarifying moisturizer. I really want that, but it is way expensive. And there's no way I could buy that without Christmas money. It's too expensive. But I had a trial of it. And you know they do that on purpose. And I had a trial of it and I loved it. But yeah, just on the daily though, you know, yeah, I just don't think you can go wrong with CeraVe, right? I love CeraVe, but we'll get into that when I do my skincare video. Let's see. Everybody's telling Kristen bye. And Marge says it's cold here, 32, but originally from Erie, Pennsylvania, that got over 5 feet of snow in 3 days. Whoa, that's a lot of snow. And they live in Virginia now, have for almost 16 years. My daughter lives in Virginia, and today is her birthday. So I don't think that she's watching this. I know she's not, or she would have said something in the room, but if she watches it later. I know I already told you, but happy birthday, baby. My Holly is 30 today. So let's see then. What else? We were going to talk about, was that the last thing? Oh, and then I guess I accidentally hit rouge. You know, I had one goal to meet this year, and I always somehow managed to mess it up. So yeah, there's a little red brush that came with it this year, and I think it's a little mini of the airbrush that Sephora has, which, by the way, was a very good brush. Did you guys want to see what I got at the TJ Maxx? I don't know if you've already seen it. Thank you, Mary. That is so sweet. She's giving Holly a happy birthday with a cake and roses in the heart. So when I went over to the TJ Maxx, you know those boxes that I always have sitting around. They're packed up. Well, here's one. You know, I always have these kinds of boxes in my background. You guys have seen them. This one here contains eyeshadow primers. You know, they've all got something in them. And so I go over to TJ Maxx. When I see those, I can't help it. I got to buy them. So anyway, when I was over there yesterday, I saw these little containers. They're about that tall, not that big around, and they were covered with crystals. And they would have made really good brush holders. So there was 2. They were $9.99 each, and I kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because, well, first of all, I knew that even if I got them, they couldn't possibly hold all my brushes. So I left. And then I regretted it all night. And I decided, well, I'll go back over there today, and if they're still there, I'll pick them up. And if they're not there, then God must not have wanted me to have those. But I looked for them on the line, and I did find some. They were like $38 for one. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. So I went over there, and I couldn't find them. They were gone. So I guess I wasn't meant to be. But instead, I picked up a couple of other things, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Darn it. Carrie says, darn it, I hit rouge too. My husband just shakes his head and his finger at me. Marge says she buys very little at Sephora. I don't buy at Sephora very much. I like Alta's points. Yep, at TJ you have to grab them when you see them. Yeah, well, I didn't. So, and to make matters worse, there were 2, right? But one was like here, and the other one was 2 aisles over, right? And I grabbed the one that was 2 aisles over and brought it up to match it with its little sister while I stood there deciding whether or not I was going to buy it. Then I left, and there were a pair. And I know that's what sold them. I just know it. I just know that nobody would have bought it if it was just one, but now that there's 2. So anyway, so I went back over there, and for the same amount of money, I got 3 things. It can't be used for the brushes though, because it's too deep, but you see it's a glass bowl that's like gold foil, and it's ripped off in some spots, you know, a distressed gold looking thing. It's VD glass from Naples. It's made in Italy. Why is that backwards? Anyway, so I got this, and as I suspected, as I suspected, yeah, I don't know why I did that either. it's too deep. See, like here's one of my long brushes. So this is the Heavenly Wand from It Cosmetics. So look, I don't have enough tall brushes like this for him to fill up this whole thing. So I'm not going to be able to use that, I don't think. But it could be a really pretty set around. You know, I mean, I could set it around. Put marble. Susie says, heck, put marble in the bottom of that thing and stick the brushes in it. Marbles. Okay, I did put a towel down in the bottom, and then I took these things, which they're sort of like marbles. They're like this. They're like these little pretty stones. And I put those on top of it, but it didn't work out very well. So I thought, all right. Hi, Lori. I haven't seen you in forever. Says, love you, Mary. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Same to you, doll. I haven't seen you forever. How are you? And there's my Smurf. She says, lots of marbles and pretty fillers. I mean, I may try it again. Hi, Monica. How are you? I might try it again, but, you know, for right now, it's sitting over there. So what I did end up getting, though, were these, they're like stone. It's like a stone, and then it's got gold accents on it. And so, like, here's some of my eye brushes that are in here. And then there's another one. And look, the price tag was there. And when I tore the price tag off, it took the gold with it. So I'm like, should I take them back or just get some gold paint and paint over it? I mean, I'm probably going to tear it up at some point. Oh, rice is a good idea, Joanne. That's good. Rice might work. Anyway, so I've got a few of my bigger face brushes in here. Here's the problem. I got overflow. I mean, I've got like this has brushes in it. All those brushes from Morphe are coming in. I've got a couple of makeup bags that have more brushes in them. So like, here's some more brushes that don't fit. So I'm like, what did I accomplish? All the brushes don't fit. And I can't be leaving brushes just laying around. So I don't know. That my idea was for those two to be on either side of this. And I thought I could put my bigger face brushes and stuff in this. But you know, that's a good idea. I could fill it up with rice. That's a good idea. I'll rethink that. That might work, because I wanted to put the round bowl in the middle and then two of those on the side. But what I like this because it's like concrete. It's like stone or something. I don't like that took the gold off when I took the price tag off of it. But, you know, I mean, I could easily fix that. Let me catch up here with what everybody's saying. So my Smurf there thinks they're pretty. Thank you. Oh, Monica wants to know if we're behaving. Are you kidding? Christmas is over. We don't have to behave now, right? Susie adores those stone containers. Thank you. Yeah, Mary told Monica that we were behaving. No, we're not. We don't have to behave now. Let's see. Or you can fill that up with glass beads. Meredith, that's good too, because I saw those on Amazon when I was looking for the crystal containers that I actually wanted. I saw those glass beads that you're talking about. But you know, rice would be a really cheap solution. I might have some rice here that I can just pour in there and just see if it works. If it doesn't, then just throw it away, right? And use it as a set around. It didn't cost very much. Wait a minute, what's cheaper on QVC? Kelly says that something, Carrie says behaving is overrated. I agree. We don't have to behave if we don't want to. Yeah, Kelly said that something's cheaper on QVC. So I need to know what that is. Monica says, under the hair dryer at the hair salon. Really? How in the world are you hearing this? She's like, I don't need to hear you, girl. I know what you're doing. You just run in your mouth about nothing. Thank you, Mary Reed. You know what? Here, let's do a toast to Mary Reed, okay? Because you know what? I love all my Fritzy family. I love you all so much. But I do have to give a special heads up for Mary Reed, because by gosh, every time we have one of these live streams, Mary always shows up, and she always is being the little cheerleader, not just for me. I mean, I've been to other people's, and she's right there plugging in for the community, making sure everybody knows, because, you know, without the engagement, it's just not, it's fun what we're doing. But I can tell you right now, as soon as I stop this broadcast, here's what's going to happen. YouTube is going to demonetize this video, and it won't see nothing at all. The engagement tells Google that I matter to you. So all of you showing up here, Google can see how many people showed up. It can see the engagement, the thumbs up. They all mean something in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, it's not that it's all about money, but it kind of makes you feel bad that, you know, you don't do anything wrong. You're just having fun with your friends. I've not said one cuss word. I've not done anything that's bad. But right out of the gate, I'm going to be told that I am not suitable for advertisers. And, you know, when you see that all the time, it doesn't really matter if you're in it for money or not. It makes you feel bad. You know? So, you know, big applause and thank you to Mary Reed for always showing up and always making sure that everybody knows that that we're here and that we need your thumbs ups to show YouTube that we matter to you. Okay, so anyway, yes, everybody's giving a cheers there. I love the little emojis. I love the little wine glasses and the clinking icons. I love this. Speaking of icons, I was asked, we got still a little bit of time here. I was asked to show what are those little cartoons. Okay, so these things here, you see those little emojis? You see them in my videos and stuff. Those are called Bitmojis, okay? That's B-I-T-M-O-J-I. That's a Bitmoji. So what you do in order to have Bitmojis is you go to the App Store. Now I'm talking specifically about an iPhone. I don't know anything about Android phones, but I would imagine you could go to the Google Play Store and get it there. So this is just for iPhone people. Now, once you do that, you're going to have a little icon. You go to there and you search for Bitmoji. When you get done, you're going to have a little green icon that has a face on it right there, and that's the Bitmoji app. When you open it up, you will be able to come up here at the top and create your character. Okay, so you do that, you make your little character. All right, after you make your character, this lives on your phone now. You can add it as a keyboard. Then you can use that little avatar Bitmoji inside of texts. When you text people, if you want to use that, you can do that. If you want to, say, use it on Snapchat, okay, so like if you've been watching on Snapchat, maybe you wonder how does that little icon get, or how does the little girl dance? Okay, let me just show you really quick. I'm going to turn the camera around. And then like there's some of these on here that it's not showing. It's not showing because it was fixed on this one point and then I changed it to turn it around. But in any case, if you've ever been on Snapchat or in text messages or any place like that and you've seen these Bitmojis, how they're using them is because Snapchat and their keyboard is set up to accept Bitmoji. So what you do is you go to your settings icon, you click settings, After that, you click on General. And then if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see Keyboard. Okay? You hit Keyboard, and then at the very top it says Keyboards. Click on that, and you can add the Bitmoji keyboard from there. After you do that, you will be able to do text messages where you use that. So let me see if I can find one here. Okay, so I was texting with my sister last night. Okay. And this is the Bitmoji that we were doing. Okay, so we're doing these in texts. Okay. That's how we can do that, is because she has Bitmoji on her phone. I have it on my phone, and we've both connected it to a keyboard on our phone. So if I'm going to type something, I just click on my little world down here to get off my keyboard, and you can see that I have the emojis, the regular ones. If I hit that ABC again, it gives me the options, see, to use my Bitmojis in text. It will let you use them on Snapchat as well. So anyway, I hope that that helped. I hope that wasn't confusing. That is how we are doing that. Those are called Bitmojis, and that's how you hook them up to your phone. Kelly Girl says, Happy New Year's. I think she was saying she loved Mary Reed. Bella says, I love you too, my Mary. I think all these people are talking to Mary Reed, but maybe they're talking to me. If you're talking to me, I love you too. But I think they're talking to Mary Reed. We all love you, Mary Reed. You are so supportive. Hip, hip, hooray. That's Gigi saying that. Carrie says, super cute. I'm downloading now. Okay, good. All right. So Meredith says, I'm so tech savvy. Well, I don't know about that. But and my little Smurf wants me to repeat that. No, she's kidding. And you know what? I don't even remember. I think it was Marlene who asked me how to do that. So, you know, they don't work on Instagram. I mean, you could save it to your phone and then upload it to Instagram, but you can't like just type and use it as you would in a text message but you guys have all seen these Bitmojis when, yes, Dolores, you can add it to your Apple iPad. Kelly says, of course, we love you, Mary Glitzy Fritzy. Thank you. I love you too. You know, you can make a Bitmoji and then save it to your phone in the camera roll and then use it whenever you watch my videos right before the fritziness starts. There's a Bitmoji right down at the bottom of me holding a sign that says love you lots. That is because I have saved that Bitmoji to my phone, imported it to my computer, and then put it in the movie. So yeah, you can use these Bitmojis for lots of stuff. So that's how you do it. If you didn't know, maybe that helped you. And you may be going, whoa, we never wanted to know that, but this was supposed to be all about Christmas presents. I just thought I would answer it. Okay, so you know what? In 1 minute, my alarm is going to go off. I decided I'm going to make sure this doesn't go over an hour, even though I know we're all having a blast here. It does make it really awful for people to watch back who weren't in here having fun. So, oh, Susie says, oh, Lordy, I still have a flip phone. Hey, you know what? There are days. That's my alarm telling me get off of the chat. There are days I wish that I still had a flip phone. Yeah. Meredith has to go make her dad dinner, so it was nice seeing everyone. See you soon. Smurfette says, I am not sure how I found you, but I'm glad I did. I don't know if she's telling that to me or not, but of course I'm glad that we found each other. And I love you guys so much, and I'm going to take off. I hope each one of you had a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you have the merriest 2018. And I'm definitely going to be thinking of you guys when the clock strikes midnight. So just picture that I'm saying Happy New Year to each and every one of you. And of course, I can't let you go before I tell you that I hope that you guys, if you aren't having a blessed day, go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you. See ya. Bye. Mwah. I am out. And thank you for coming and being the best part of the Fritzy family.